Hi everyone, I'm JD. Welcome back to my channel. Alright, so I'm going to share my next scripture request in my scripture request journal. So I'm back into this one. I only did one in this journal for the very first one, but from now on, all the scripture requests you'll see will be in this journal. Let's just do a flip through of what I've done so far from last year. I'll link the playlist below if you want to check out the scriptures I've already done and what I got out of them, the stories behind them. So yeah, really fun. I'm so loving how it looks and how it's just filled up and all this kind of interactivity and the visual nature of it. This year I am not going to get so hung up on making it look pretty and visual. My aim, with 52 prompts this time and trying to do one a week, I'm just going to try and get my thoughts down on the page. That's the main aim here. So I've actually done 2 already, so I'll share about this one in this video, and in the next video or a later video I'll share the next scripture on this side. So over here, okay, the scripture request is Ephesians 3:20, although I think I put this one in as my own scripture because our church, local church, is actually, this is the scripture we're looking at this month, this year, and looking at more. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us, Ephesians 3:20. And so yeah, this scripture just speaks to me about how God just knows me better than I know myself, and he knows the desires of my heart, and he can do this idea of he can do more than we ask or imagine. Like, that just, wow, blows my mind. And sometimes he can do the impossible, and his plans and dreams are better than mine. So that just speaks to me about how I might have a plan or a dream in my mind of what I want to see or want to happen or whatever, and he's just like, yeah, that's great, but I've got something better. And I kind of imagine that, like, what could be better? and yet that's the truth. Like, he's got something even better, and like, how exciting is that? Like, he's got that for all of us because he just knows us so well. And yeah, I think when the ask part, I was really getting spoken to about with that word, because my background is I tend not to ask with the fear that the answer will be no, because a no for me can feel like rejection. So just gotta be honest and vulnerable in this video, sharing openly here, and I think people may be able to relate. That whole idea of I won't ask because I will feel hurt and rejected, and like it's a reflection of myself and my self-worth if I get a no. But that's my own wrong thinking, and so when I did ask, I would I would kind of ask for the bottom of the scrap pile. And again, that kind of comes down to that mentality of how I would see myself as just scraps. You guys kind of know my story of how I come from a background of feeling worthless and wanting to be invisible and to be silent. So I guess that's why when you have that background and that's the way you see yourself, you just see yourself as like trash in a way. And like, I was never down about that. Well, I was just like, this is just the way things are, and you just get on with life. But it meant that when I came to asking for things and, asking God for things, I'd be like, either, no, I'm fine, it's okay, don't worry about me, it's all good. Or I'll be like, oh, okay, God, I'll ask, but, just don't fuss, don't go to any effort, just the bottom of the scrap pile's fine. And he challenged me on that, and he's been challenging me on this over the years, and just saying how, the scripture about ask and you will receive, and a good father doesn't give his kids like a snake or a stone if they ask for bread. No, he'll give them bread. And yeah, I've been over the years challenged by that to ask and ask for more. And so yeah, I've just written about this here, not ask because thinking worthless, about this whole idea that God, he's continually just giving because he's a loving God, and he just wants to give gift upon gift upon gift because it makes him happy to see his kids happy. I mean, he gives us sunsets, he gives us flowers, and that could be like, that's enough, God, I don't need any more than that. And he's like, nah, I'm God. I have got so much more for you, and if you just ask, I can give this to you. But the great thing about God is he doesn't wait to be asked a lot of the time. He just gives it to us anyway, because that's just how loving and wonderful he is. And he doesn't give scraps, you know. He thinks we are so precious and so valuable, and he loves us so much that he gives us the best. He gives us the best he has to give, not the bottom of the scrap pile. And yeah, I could feel, you know, like, oh, I'm not worthy of that, God. Oh no, I feel bad, I feel guilty, and all this stuff. And he's just like, no, don't kill the gift. And that's how I feel like if I'm giving someone a gift and they reject it, I'm crushed. Or if they receive the gift, but they're like, oh, but I feel bad about receiving this gift. I love the gift, but I feel bad. And I'm like, no, you're breaking my heart. I want you to enjoy it. This is why I gave it to you, because I want to see you smile. And I want you to be joyful, and I want you to enjoy it. And that's the way God is with us. He doesn't want us to be like groveling and like earning our way for gifts and, you know, going, I feel so bad, God, that you gave me this gift. It's like, no, he just wants us to fully enjoy it and humbly receive it, graciously receive it, and feel the weight of his love and just gratitude. And so, yeah, what am I saying here? It's, you know, the whole idea that's scary to ask, because you risk rejection, you risk a no or something different to what you ask for. But you can always know with God you're pretty safe, because even if you get something different than what you asked, it's going to be the best thing for you, right? And yeah, so this is another challenge for me personally. This whole idea that, yeah, he will give gift after gift after gift, even when we don't ask. But sometimes there are gifts that he has for us that he says, do you want this? And then it's up to us whether we say yes or no, and that will determine if we receive it or not. And so I can feel like God is asking me, do you want this? And often my answer can be no, because I'm too scared to receive what he has, because either I don't feel worthy of it, because I feel like I'm going to ruin it, I feel like I'm going to I don't know, just I'm not sure if anyone can relate to that. And so, yeah, there are some things at the moment, personally, that he's asking, hey, I've got this stuff for you. Do you want me to give it to you? And that could, one of the examples for that is just his love. Like I was sharing in a previous video how he's got so much love for us. And he's saying, you know, he pours it on us anyway. Like even if we don't ask, he just loves us anyway. But there's some depths to his love, or some aspects to his love, that he says, can I give this to you? And we say, or I can say, no, that's too close, too personal, too intimate, that's scary, no no, God, go away. Don't touch that area, or don't bring love into that area, or I'm not good enough there, don't give me that gift, or whatever it is. And so, yeah, that's just a challenge for me personally. And yeah, this is why this is encouraging, because, you know, he can do the impossible. To me, it feels like, how am I ever going to say yes? Like, oh my gosh, it's too scary to say yes. But when we live from that place of love, when we receive that love, it banishes all that fear. Perfect love casts out all fear. And so it could take time. And the great thing is, God is patient. He is patient. So every time I say no, and I can feel bad about that and apologize, you know, sorry, God, I said no. He's like, okay, that's okay. I understand. You're not ready yet. I'll keep preparing you. I'll keep working on this. I'll keep walking with you and journeying with you and showing you can trust me, and showing you how much I love you, and showing you that this thing that I have for you is good, and that you're not going to ruin it, and it's okay, you can enjoy it, and I'm going to open up all these new things for you and it's going to be okay. Anyway, okay, that's a big spiel about that. And I hope that made sense. And maybe, you know, whenever I share these, I just hope it's encouraging. Maybe there's someone out there who can really relate to this idea, And that's why, you know, it is quite scary sharing all this vulnerable stuff. And I have been talking to God about this, going, what do I share? Is it too much? Is it too personal? Because when you do share, you open yourself up to attack. If anyone ever shares anything publicly, they will automatically open themselves up to rejection and attack. And this is my fear with every single video that I put out, even if it's just sharing a journal. Anytime you do something public, it is scary. But what I've resolved with God, chatting to him, is that, my aim is always just to encourage, and maybe someone out there needs to hear something in this, and maybe they're like, oh man, I didn't know anyone else felt like that, or I didn't know anyone else struggled with this. And I'm here to tell you, well, I do in this area. So you're not alone. And because, I can kind of feel alone in this as well. And so that's why I always say, I don't know if anyone can relate, but I'm just trusting that it's encouraging and that it may help some people out there. It won't help everyone. As with anything, anytime we share our stories or gifts or talents and dreams and heart, it's not going to ever speak to everyone. Not everyone's going to like it. Not everyone's going to agree with it. But for that one person out there, I believe, or two or three, or however many, there's got to be at least one who needs to hear what you've got to say. So that's, again, why I say share your story. Share how God is speaking to you. Share what you're getting out of the scriptures. Share the lessons you learn. Share your experiences. Share what you're going through. Share your struggles, because other people need to know that they're not the only ones struggling, that they're not alone, and maybe you have some wisdom to offer into that situation. Or maybe everything's going well, and just share that, and it just will encourage someone or lift someone up or bring a smile to someone's face. So anyway, I'm sharing all this, but I hope in sharing these things that they help, and they also encourage you to in turn share from your own heart and share from your own life. Because you are amazing. You are so amazing, and you've got so much to offer. So, awesome. Thanks, guys. Let me know if that was helpful, and I will see you guys in the next video, possibly this one where I share about this scripture. Okay, guys. See ya.